Coach, just talking about coming back home and, man, 2 wins on the road to start the season with this new group. You got to be pretty excited about that.
Yeah, Keith, it's exciting. You know what? As Wyatt said, I don't think we got our first road win last year until conference play. So to go to a place like UMass and Toledo, especially, since they were 59, I believe, and 12, 59, and 11 the last 5 years at home. So I've been here 8 seasons, and the last time we won there was 2017. So it's obviously good to go and get a good solid road win against those guys.
As you look at the game from Saturday, anything you saw on the film that maybe stood out to you that you didn't initially pick up on, or what were your thoughts after you looked at it a little bit?
You know what? After looking at it, I was proud of our second half effort. I thought we really executed the game plan. I thought we played tougher with more physicality in the second half than we did the first half. The shots, again, they didn't fall the first half, but that's how we play. So we have to be okay with the misses just as well as the makes in the second half. Jalen got rolling. Wilson hit a couple of threes. One of our better three-point shooters, and Caleb didn't make a three. So I want to say we were – how many threes did we make, 15? 13, 15, 15? So if Caleb just makes 2, that's 17, so that's a pretty good night.
It looked to me, too, watching the second half, Corny, you guys defensively made it tough on them. They didn't get a bunch of clean looks, and obviously that helped your offense.
Yeah, one of the goals going to the game was take away their transition, right, as best we could. I felt the first half they got out in transition. After watching the film, it was 8 times they got out in transition and either scored or got fouled or got an easy look. Second half, we made a better conscious effort of getting back, making those guys score over us versus giving them easy stuff in transition.
What do you see on Elon? You got a chance to look at him yet?
Yeah.
What do you see? What are they about this year?
They're a good team. Similar to Toledo, they have shooters all over the floor. Their bigs are good. Their one forward, he plays a point forward. He'll get the rebound and he'll start the break and spray it out to the shooter. So they're a good team. They're physical. They're experienced. Their guards are really quick. So we'll have our hands full on Wednesday. I'm sorry.
Does Matt give you his own scouting report, Corny? You got to dig into his brain so he can tell me some things about these guys.
You know what? They're a different team, than they were last year. I'm sure he has some play calls still in his apartment, but they're a whole different team. They still play their zone, but they played exclusively zone last year when they had Matt, especially when we went down there and played them. But they're playing faster. They're probably more athletic than they were last year, so we're looking forward to the challenge. Our guys, we had a good practice today. We'll come in, we have another good practice on Tuesday and get ready for Wednesday.
Is there anything you have to do maybe to temper that excitement that, okay, I'm going up against my whole team, at the same time, the fact that you don't want to really tame him down, you want him to go out and have a great game, obviously.
Yeah, don't talk about it. It's another game. I know probably in his head he's probably overexcited, overly nervous, what have you, but we haven't even mentioned it. I know the fellas, after the game at Toledo, they talked about it a little bit in the locker room after the game, but us coaches, we hadn't mentioned it.
Coach, I asked Wyatt the same question about the depth that you guys have, and Marshall fans are still learning your guys, just like you guys are, but you seem to have a lot of guys that can come in and help you and unselfishly play like you did the other night. Is that sort of the team goal already?
Yeah, it is. Keith, it's going to be a process. Again, we've added so many new guys. My wife is still getting to know everyone's name. She's having to look guys up. Who is this guy? She asked me the other day, who was the Landon kid, right? So it's going to be a process. These guys, I will tell you that they come to work every day ready to work. They come with energy. They're caring for each other because they're a close-knit group. We share the basketball, and we're learning each other every day.
That'd be exciting for you as well, knowing that on any given night, someone can come off the bench and just explode, or it's not just 2 or 3 guys. You've got so much depth there, and I'm sure for you it's great to have options for the other team that's going to be held to scout you.
Yeah, we have several guys who can play. The big thing now is, okay, when you're not getting what you expected or what you wanted, how is your demeanor? Are you still going to be a team guy? That's the challenging part in all this, because we have several guys who can play. Our job and my job as a coaching staff is to play the best people that we think give a chance to win. But we have several guys on the bench, right? Several. Today I showed 5 clips of just the bench's energy. I said, hey, keep this because this is just important, if not more important than Wyatt's dunk or the threes that Jalen hit. You know, our bench energy and staying together and being ready when the opportunity presents itself. It's a long season. We're 2 games in, right? It's a long, long season. So we have several guys on the bench right now who hadn't got to play or hadn't got to play as much as they wanted to. So they just have to stay ready and stay positive and stay about the team.
Do you sense a little more maturity in this group, being able to handle adverse situations on the road and keeping those leads and running out and finishing games?
You know what? Yes. Yes and no. You know, we have several guys who've been in those situations. I mean, you look at Wyatt, he's been here 5 years. He's been in several situations. Matt has been in several. Wilson, Dubinsky, Jalen, all of those guys have been in big-time situations, you know. Caleb, he won 30-plus games at the junior college level last year. Shamari won 30-plus games. So they played in big-time games and big-time environments, and they're experienced guys. They're heady guys. So, you know, to go up to Toledo and get the win after they started to press and hit a couple threes to come back, those guys didn't panic. They just executed the game plan.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Coach.